Dragon. Dragon, not lizard. I don't do that tongue thing.
Hello, hello. Hi ho. Hi, Eamon. How are you doing, honey? You didn't take my pudding, did you? It's my pudding. Hello, Xenos. And thank you for the resub, Cara. 9 months. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm glad you're doing well, honey. But yeah, I seem to have lost my pudding. But yeah, it's very sad times. Oh, I know. It wibbles. But yes, today is Friday and a new little game I found. You can fix that. No, not my pudding. Where's my pudding? I was messing around with VTube Studio and found the wibbly pudding. So I was very pleased. So I have to introduce it to today's stream, as you do. Yeah, my chibi. Yeah, thank you, Xenos. Yeah, got my teacups as well. My tea calamity is watching, so yeah. Just because you can't see my eyes don't mean I ain't watching. But happy Friday, everybody. I hope you guys have some fun things planned for the weekend. I'm still getting used to live 2D chibi, like moving around and like talking and stuff. I'm not used to it. I went to pat the pudding in the way. No, well, that means you're touching pudding. Shane, that means you're trying to take my pudding today, Xenos. It's my pudding. You can't touch my pudding. But I've decided to dabble in the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles today. Thank you, Kara. I hope you and your mom are well. I miss your mom. She's so nice. If I touch it, I might try to eat the pudding. No! Egg custard puddings are like super yummy. Squishable. Thank you. Hello, Tony. Welcome. My dear sister. Hi. Do let me know if the game volume is okay for you guys. Yeah, no worries. Nimmy gifted it you the other day, Tone. When she visited, she gifted you a sub. Yeah, Nimmy stopped by Tuesday and she gifted you a sub. She is bootyful. But yeah, I hope the volume's okay for everybody. Just let me know if I need to alter it and stuff. I also added some new like lo-fi music that I can use in the background just for chilling and stuff like that. While I wait for my other music to like arrive, because my manager is currently sick, bless his soul. But I hope everyone's having a fun Friday, and if you have any fun plans for the weekend, that's gonna be awesome. But yeah, we are gonna be going into the Great Ace Attorney today. But yeah, I'm thinking next schedule, I'm gonna write down the games I'm gonna play, because like it's a I noticed a lot of people do like to know what they want, so I was like testing the waters. Do I do mystery streams or do I tell you what's on the schedule so you guys know? I can tell you right now, I'm continuing Strange Horticulture tomorrow because I'm obsessed with that game. But I wanted to give this Great Ace Attorney Chronicles a go because it's 3D and the trailer looked amazing. So, I'm excited. I am so very excited. New game! We're gonna play a new one today. Oh, I love these.
The Empire of Japan.
Yee!
After opening its doors, a push for cultural transformation.
Oh, I love how like the animation is.
To this far eastern island nation.
Gives off Professor Layton vibes as well.
Revolution washed over the land, making life in the capital exciting and unsettling.
Oh, look at these little carts. They're cute.
Great change, and some was swept away by the tide.
Oh, they look so fancy. Oh, shit. Shit, what happened? Oh, no.
But for one man, the turbulence of that
Suspense.
era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
What happened? What did he do? Oh, no. Episode 1. The Bienvenue à la Carnival. If I butchered that, I am so sorry. Oh, darn. Okay. The 22nd of November, 8:43 a.m. Supreme Court of Judicature, Defendants, Antechamber, 5. Darn. Okay. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe this is happening. I mean, did you kill a guy? I assume you killed him. I don't know. How can it be that just beyond the doors to this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate? Oh shit, did he do it? Did he actually shoot the guy? I hope not. I think that's the main character, isn't it? That'd be like crazy. But yes, we're still trying to find where the pudding's gone. It did have a cherry on it before I started, so that is suspicious. Alright, let's see where we're going. Oh, he seems sick. Oh god, hello sir. The bailiff. What? Oh no, nothing. He looks very serious. Save your glares, murderer. Oh shit, so I am being like tried for murder. Oh damn. Crazy. I was no, I wasn't. Oh my god. I'm being charged for murder? Oh shit. Sorry. It's not my knife, I swear, or my gun. You have no proof it's mine. No, no, no. My brain is split apart between three things. That's okay, Kara. It happens. You are a hard-working student, so it's understandable. Yeah. Alright. Okay, we get his name. Ryunosuke. Thank you for the alert, sweet pea. We love you. My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Naruhodo. Okay, if I butcher these names, I am so sorry. I try my best. I am a hard-working dragon. Okay. Thank you for the lurk, Tone. I appreciate you. I'm a second-year student at the Imperial Yume University. Okay, so we're in uni. Oh, I'm getting a higher education. Yay. 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. Okay. And now, here I am, awaiting my trial. So we did kill a guy, did we? I doubt it, because we're supposed to be, like, the main character. That's enough. Oh, God. He moved. Oh, who's this guy? He looks very fancy. Damn, he's got a sharp pin on his collar. And wavy headband. I'm liking the graphics and how it's all like 3D-ish. It's like, yay! It's different than the Phoenix Wright trilogy games, which I think is really cool. He's not obliged to listen to such abuse, officer. Oh, is he my bodyguard? Is that a sword? Are they allowed swords in court? And who are you? I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today. Oh, damn, we got a cool, like, I think a samurai lawyer? Oh, damn. Lawyer? Yes. And until the judge has given his verdict on the case, no one has the right to treat him as a criminal. So you will hold your tongue. Oh, damn, he's got his sword. Hello, Grim. How are you doing today, sweetie? Happy Friday. Have you seen my pudding, Grim? We've lost it. We don't know where it's gone. Oh, we're playing some Ace Attorney, and it looks really cool because they're all like moving and shit. It's really cool. Technicalities. Look at you. You haven't even graduated yet. Oh, so he's... Oh, look, he's got the scales on his, like, armband. That's cool. I'm doing very good. I had some yummy food earlier. And I'm just vibing today. Trying out a new game. I enjoyed my 2 days off. I played games with my sister and my friend. I did some cleaning. Been a good couple of days. And I'm... you know, just excited to come and stream back today. Giving Ace Attorney a go. Trying not to give myself neck ache with my model, but we trying. Gotta stay hydrated, yo. Oh, you're a fancy man. And yet, I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. He has very pretty eyes. I mean, you can't disagree with that. And a very magical headband that moves on its own when there's no wind here. There's no wind. Right, Ryunosuke. Yep, it's official. He has very nice eyes. We like. Oh, yes, of course. Sorry. Oh, God. What are you apologizing to me for? Oh, No, I suppose that wasn't my fault. I mean, some people just say sorry in the moment, you know? But really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry. Oh, so his name's Kazuma. Okay. That's a nice name for him. Oh, God. He laughed. There you go again, apologizing. That was such a belly laugh as well, like a hand on their hips. Oh, my God. Just like always. Though, I must say, you've been all over the newspapers these past few days. Well, yes, I'm awaiting trial for murder, apparently, so yes. Yume University professor murdered in cold blood by student. Oh, so we apparently killed our professor? Oh, darn. Was he a crap teacher? But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you? I don't know, you tell me, game. Of course not. You have to believe me I didn't do it. I could never murder someone. Then there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up, hold your head high. You mean, I believe you. I know you're innocent, Ryunosuke. Oh, darn. Nom nom nom. Kazuma Asogi, my best friend, also in his second year at Yume University. Okay. But he's far more clever than I, a star student in fact. He's even a qualified lawyer. Impressive. It's not that impressive. Oh shit, were we saying that out loud, bro? Oh darn. I'm sorry. The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old, here in Japan anyway. Okay, so yeah. Figured we were situated in Japan. Is this how all lawyers in training dress with a headband? I don't know. I don't know the judicial system very well. My qualifications don't mean much, yet. You said exactly the same thing 3 days ago. But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma. Truly. 3 days ago. Yes, that's when all this started. Are we going to get a flashback? Please, I want a flashback. Papa. Congratulations, Kazuma. Oh my god, they got daffodils on the table. Yes! Such amazing flowers. Looks like you're going to get to study abroad at last. I know. I've been forever dreaming of this day. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court. So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world. I'm really happy for you. I'm proud as your friend. There's not a soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. He just likes to beef up his friend, don't he? He's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing around his temple. Okay, that is an excessive compliment. Oh, God. Mr. Pinkerton's voice, really? Oh, God. I gotta have a drink for this, Xenos. Well, now, thank you kindly there, Xenos, for those pink jellyfish. I'm sure the little dragon won't mind. But I seem to have been summoned already into the new year. How trivial. But it is a pleasure to meet all of Nozomi's lovely little, minions, disciples, I don't know. I don't know what she calls y'all people. But welcome, welcome. Do be warned, Xenos, I have a little of a business and a knack of making deals. So, I'd be careful how you speak to a demon there, little man. Or lady, I don't know. However you prefer to be addressed. What is this game we're playing today? An Ace Attorney thing. Okay. She does like them lawyers. But yes, you get me for a little while, Xenos. I don't like to be summoned without a cause, but I can make an exception for a friend. As a head cultist, mad of void, deals are meaningless. Have you not heard of my legacy, Xenos? You should drop by on Halloween sometime. Nozomi reveres my tale quite highly. And I am not to be reckoned with. I don't like to lose, per se. Losing is not fun for me. Makes me a bit angry. Oh, do I have to play this game for her? Okay. I want to bring about change in our own legal system. Ha! Very unlikely. What can they do to bring about change? The world is ever so corrupt. Just the way I like it. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes. Well, you won't be seeing much, boy, without any eyes. Thank you kindly, Tony, for those jellyfish. How very sweet. She does like jellyfish, that Nozomi. Such a troublesome person. I've heard much about you, Tone. We'd probably get along just fine. I've heard you have an evil streak in you. The heart of the British Empire. I wish I could see it too. Oh, I've seen many empire rise and then fall. By my hand, it is grand, I tell you. Oh my goodness. Then come with me. Oh, that is an open invitation, and so we should definitely go. We need to watch these empires rise and fall. Pickle Rick left. Wrong God damn. No. It's Mr. Pinkerton, I'll have you know. I'm a demon that gets summoned every once in a while. She read my origin story, and well, here I am. Alright, let's see now. We'd have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's City of London together. Ah, yes. Let's destroy some cities. That would be grand, no? Nothing is better to see the chaos while destroying their hope. Of course, you know, someone who understands the pains and struggles of our line of work. Mortals are so fragile, I'll give you that. If only it were that simple. Well, it can be that simple. Just find the right demon to make a deal with. But now I must bid you adieu. Xenos, thank you very much for summoning me for a little while. I get to go and have some lovely wine in a nice bath. In a pile of money. My favorite kind. I'll see you later, Mr. Xenos. Farewell, behave. I have to say that because I'm on some good boy scheme. I hope you liked it, Xenos. That's my first Mr. Pinkerton of 2024. But yes, I read his origin story on my Halloween stream. He is a lovely dandy demon who enjoys making deals. And he is called Mr. Pinkerton. And that's the voice I gave him when I read his origin story. And now it just sticks. So I thought it'd be a fun little redeem, as I am a voice actress too. But I usually put a limit on it after Panda decided to go crazy. Oh. And I'm not from the south, so like it's an unusual accent that I take. Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a while longer. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. Oh, they're getting excited about the daffodils on the table. And the teacups. I mean, I'm in my element. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner. Fancy. It was straight after that. That's when it happened. Oh my god, are we going to see how we murdered, air quotes, a guy? Oh. Oh, we're back to 3D. Asugi, may I have a word? Oh shit. Who is it? My god, those sideburns, sir. They are glorious. Such glorious sideburns. I love it. Professor, I didn't know you were coming. Well, this case has personal significance to me. But never mind that for now, Asugi. I love the 3D like animations for this. They've perfected it as well as they can, to be honest. It's really good compared to like how the other Ace Attorneys and Apollos and Phoenix Wrights are all made. You should go immediately to the judge's chambers. I still don't get why they let him bring a sword to court. To His Excellency's chambers? Why? He was looking for you before. You advocating for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. It seems there may be some confusion about procedures today as a result. Who is this man? Oh, apparently I don't know this guy. I feel as though I've seen him at university before. He looks very serious. I see. I'll go at once then. I shall accompany you. Oh, she looks pretty. I like her kimono. The pretty cherry blossoms on there. So we're situated obviously in Japan right now. This is interesting. Usually the others take place in like the UK or America. So it's a nice change of pace. And scenery. Very nice. Alright then, Ryunosuke. I'll see you in the courtroom. Yes. Thanks, Kazuma. Oh, she bows! How pretty! That's so cute! Is he gonna say anything to me? This is awkward. Yes, it's awkward. It's a very stern man with sideburns looking at us. If I may. Oh, he's happy now! Look at his little face! Yes, sorry? You must be the defendant. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I believe. Yes, that's right. He's got a little fluffy ball on his, Is it a kimono or a yukata for a man? I think it's a yukata. I don't know, though. I'm sorry. My name is Eugene Mikotoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yume University. That's a fancy-ass title. I like that. Ah, Professor Mikotoba. I've heard that name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad. Okay. He's an advocate for Kazuma. Okay. Asugi has told me about you. You and he are best friends, I understand. As such, I feel you should know. Know what? Well, as you've no doubt heard, Asuki has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. Whoop whoop! However, if he should fail to defend you in today's trial, I'm afraid that permission will be revoked and never granted again. Oh shit, man, he best do a good job defending us then. We're just, you know, the one on trial. We don't get a say in how he performs. What? As I suspected. You were unaware of this. Nobody tells me anything. I'm just a confused dragon. I've lost my pudding. I don't know shit. I had a feeling. Asagi may have chosen not to tell you. Why would you do this to me? Why would you tell your best friend? Hello, Zeb. How you doing, honey? Happy Friday. I hope you've had a wonderful day so far. We've lost my pudding, Zeb. We can't find it. He's agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered. Well, he best not fucking fail then. I am not taking on a prison sentence and knowing that I've cost my friend an opportunity to study abroad. Happy Friday. So far, so good. Getting through the day. Hope the pudding turns up soon. Thank you. It's a nice pudding too. We just can't find it anywhere, bro. It's unbelievable. I was gonna have it with my tea, and now I can't have that. I'm so sad. But I don't understand. Why would the government do such a thing? The administration has to choose from a large number of applicants for overseas study. It's very difficult to persuade them to grant permission, even in the most favourable of circumstances. I just can't get over how, thick this man's sideburns are. I don't believe it. But I didn't do it, I swear. I'm not a murderer. My hands are clean. They only consume tea, not blood. I'm sure that's true. Nevertheless, I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiar... Oh god, words! Oh fucking hell, words. Oh my god. I can't even speak the word. Peculiarities about today's trial. I broke at this particular word. Peculiarities. It sounds so weird to say. Sorry, what do you mean? Yeah, exactly, please. You'll soon understand once proceedings get underway. Oh no, but then what should I do? Well, naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction. Right, so as soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. Hi, Ducky! How you doing, honey? When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do. I'm not getting married, I'm in court. I'm doing very well, thank you, Ducky. We've lost pudding, though. We can't find our pudding. I do? But what will the question be? Surely not. Do you accept the accusations brought before you? Of course not. Wouldn't it be, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? That's usually what they ask. Defendant. Oh god, the bailiffs are yelling. Court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once. They're so serious. It would seem our surreptitious discussions are to be cut short. He's so happy but so serious. He scares me. So allow me to summarize. Kazuma Asagi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. Oh shit, so do I have to tell him I don't want him defending me? I'm so confused. Of course, as the defendant, the final decision is yours. What are you waiting for? Do you want to be found guilty for failing to appear? They're so angry at me. Get moving. There's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway. Wow, that's just mean. This is it. If this trial goes badly, then it's game over for us, isn't it? Oh, that's very sweet, Ducky. Thank you. Kazuma's dreams of studying abroad are over. And what's more, I'll be found guilty of murder. This is a way to start this series off, ain't it? And so, with absolutely no idea of what lay ahead, I embarked on that unforgettable trial. My one and only chance of proving my innocence, the trial that would decide my destiny. Well, surely we're going to be innocent. Alright. The 22nd of November, 9 AM, Supreme Court of Judicature, Courtroom 2. Okay. Oh, look at my shifty eyes. So this is a courtroom. Where is the wind blowing his headband? I can't get over that. Okay. Oh darn, this is a big courtroom. I cannot get words right today. Oh god. The Supreme Court of Judicature. No court in the land has more power. Oh. I don't much like the look of those people sitting in the public gallery. They all look the exact same. Lots of military and other uniforms in there. The powers that be have demanded that this be a secret trial. Why is it secret? What have I done that's so bad that requires secrecy? A secret trial? A trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend. Have I pissed off the government? Oh god. What? But why? It'll become clear in time, but for now, you need to concentrate, Ryunosuke. It's about to begin. Oh man, I'm nervous. Ugh. Oh goodness. He is a very serious looking judge. He's not like the old man in Phoenix, right? The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. He looks very serious. Ouchie. He looks like the first guy we met in Phoenix, right? So they must have like this, like, it must be a relative or something. Well done, honey! I'm so happy for you, Ducky! Oh, I'm so happy for you. I hope that he brings you a lot of joy and you bring him lots of happiness too. The prosecution is ready, Your Excellency. As is the defense. Oh my god, that man is very serious. He has an excellent mustache. That's good, that's good. Before we begin, there is one point of order I would like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate. That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself. Normal procedure is for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I'm obliged to ask for final confirmation now. Who advocates for the defendant in this trial? Oh shit, am I advocating for myself? Oh, sugar. Is that what the I do is for? This is it. This must be the question. Who's going to defend me? That's the question the professor meant? But then, if I say I do... Oh, great, I'm my own defendant. Thank you very much, Ducky. That's very sweet. And well done on your watch streak. Oh god, I have to defend myself? I need to answer quickly. What should I do? No, we're gonna do it. Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed. As I'm standing here beside the defendant, I hope it's clear who... Oh, well, shit. He puts his hand up. He's got his hand in the... Oh my god. Oh, he puts his hand up. Oh, I get that's funny. What's the meaning of this unruly outburst? I would like to inform the court that Jesus Christ, shifty eyes there, Ryunosuke. I, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, will be defending myself. Jesus Christ. You'll be... What? What are you playing at, Ryunosuke? Professor Mikotoba told me everything, just now, before the trial. He did what? Okay, so this means that Kazuma can still go to the UK to study? Okay. He said that your dreams of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose. How sad. It means you don't have faith in me. You think I won't be able to get you off? That sounds so wrong, Kazuma. Please rethink how you word things, Jesus. No, it's not that, really. It's just that... Well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you... Yes. I knew that's how you'd feel, which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. Professor Mikotoba shouldn't have stuck his nose in. Well, I mean, he is the one advocating for you to study abroad. Very, like, important. Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial. Well, well. Oh, this guy still has annoying mannerisms. Okay. Does the accused admit defeat already? Renouncing his own counsel, really?
Objection!
Make no mistake, counsel. This merely shows that the defendant's innocence is so apparent. He's confident he can speak for himself. I mean, have you seen Ryunosuke's eyes? He's just nervously shifting around over there. Isn't that so, Naruhodo-san? Hmm? Oh yes, exactly. I'm so confident I'm this nervous. Yes. Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all. Oh, they've even got the little facial expressions. I love that. In fact, my mind's a complete blank. I realise you're in charge now, but still, try not to look so bewildered. Oh my god, his headband has stopped flapping. Gotta stay hydrated. Well, for a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court, you must have perpetrated a most heinous crime indeed. You're the one prosecuting, yet you don't know the crime for what I'm here for? To then call it that? And who let him have a fan in here? Good God. You, as you are no doubt aware, This is the Supreme Court of the Judicature of Japan. Accordingly, the very highest standards of conduct are expected of all present. Do I make myself clear, Defendant Naruhodo? Yes, Your Excellency. It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you have undertaken. Alright? My competence? What does that mean? It means if you're good at your job, bro. Oh, no. He's questioning your ability to do the job. The invisible wind is back. Well, he can't be questioning it more than I am. So, let's start with the very simplest of questions. Oh, yes. Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case. Well, that's easy enough. I've heard his name more times than I care to remember. But wait. Oh, I'm so nervous I can't even remember that. What was it again? Ryunosuke. Let me guess. Your mind's gone blank. He's a psychic. You know me so well. All the relevant information for this case can be found in the court record. But I can't even find that. Oh, how nice. They make me stupid for the tutorial. Oh, lovely. Just like they did with Phoenix Wright. Alright. It's simple. You can access the court record with the press of E. If you ever find you've forgotten something, consult that. And it's all in there. I just have to press E for the court record. Alright, no time to lose. This is a list of evidence you've collected. Try switching to people instead with E. Oh, God. You'll find details about the victim in here. When you're done, press Z to go back. Okay, simple enough. So this is guys Eugene Mikotoba. Taketsuchi Aoichi, lead prosecutor of the case, would appear to have little love for the changes the Cultural Reformation has brought about. And so this is John H. Wilson, the victim of this case. He was a visiting professor of medicine to Yume University from the British Empire. Oh, he has a cute little hat. Very well. So remember, everything to do with the current case can be found in the court record. Okay? You better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. Find the victim in the people section of the court record, then press R to present. Okay. Yes. The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson. Well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university. He wasn't from our university, though. He was visiting. Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England, invited to Yume University 3 years ago. Indeed. Which is the reason why this case has such profound implications. Top up my drink. We gotta stay hydrated, guys. He's very... He looks like... This judge looks like he's got his head on straight compared to the one in Phoenix Wright's situation. Alright. Drink it down. Okay. The British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally. And as most of you will be aware, we have just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations. There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation. And And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman has been spilt on our soil. You two are both undergraduates at the Imperial University, are you not? Oh, darn. I don't want to get stabbed by that fan. Murdering a professor from this very institution that provides your education. Have you no honor? But I didn't do it. This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter. In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime. God darn it! I just got here! So that's why this trial has these unusual peculiarities. Aha! Is it? I said the word right. Damn right. Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quick as possible. All because the victim was an Englishman. Yes, Dr. Wilson was an Englishman. But nationalities and treaties won't make any difference for me here. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime. Okay, so, I mean, did we see anything? Or are we just being said, oh yeah, you did it? Because in the cutscene it said we were. Darn. Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going. Oh yeah, we were having lunch with Kazuma. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. Ah yes, because the Western culture. We were at a place frequented by, you know, Westerners. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner. Okay. The British Empire. Wow. It's incredible to think. Think what, man? Wait. I've seen that man at university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from Great Britain. Okay, so we were in the same location as him. But why does the cutscene show us having a gun and like going bang? I don't know his name, but still, I should go and say hello. Okay, so we went to go and talk to him. So I went over to the professor's table and introduced myself to Dr. Wilson. Okay, that looks reasonable. Now then, let me pose my next question to you, Defendant Naruhodo. Yes, Your Excellency. How did this Professor of Medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson, lose his life? State before the court the cause of death. The cause of death... Well, obviously that was... Death occurred a little after 2 PM and was caused by loss of blood from a gunshot to the chest. The bullet did not pass through the victim's body. Okay, gunshot to the chest. Look at us go. Rinosuke. Remember that in court, every assertion must be backed up by evidence. By evidence? But how? Go to the court record, find it, press the present option. Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and select present. Okay. Present is R.
Yes.
Well... According to this document, the victim suffered a hemorrhagic death due to gunshot trauma. Learn to read, you imbecile. That's the post-mortem report, I take it. Sorry, yes. That's right. The, post-mortem report. In the West, a doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way. Oh damn, that is so inefficient. Police guy just looks at it and goes, "Oh yeah, he's dead. Yeah, just dead." But they don't look at how they kill them? Come on. Oh, I see. As long as I'm not going to be tested on any of this later. This is a so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime. You can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion. In other words, we should assume that the victim was shot at close range. Okay. Thank you, counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence in the record. The photographic print of the victim has been entered into the court record. So that's a photographic print. Hello, Crucible! How are you? I hope you're well, sweetie. Nom 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 nom. Well, that's something I've never seen before. Okay, so this is still like way in the past, I assume. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Have you seen my pudding, Crucible? We lost it. We don't know where it's gone. It's been taken. It's clearly superior to a drawing. The detail is incredible. Well, yes, it's like capturing real-life imagery. Thank you for the confetti, honey! Very well. I'm satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial, alright? Certainly, Your Excellency. What was with the hand gestures there? Jesus. Don't ask me. Did you take my pudding? It's gone. So without further ado, in order to better apprise the court with the facts of the case, the prosecution hereby calls its first witness, who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened. Thank you, Sultan, for the care package, honey. Thank you. Oh. Nom 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 nom. We are on an ad break. This is it then. First witness is someone who claims that they saw us? Oh darn. How you doing, Solstice? Happy Friday. Have you seen my pudding? It's lost. I don't know where it's gone. I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind. No. The professor? You mean Dr. Mikotoba? Yes. Clearly you're the defense lawyer today, not me. But that doesn't mean... Well, I can still act as your assistant. We get an assistant! Let's go! Ah, of course. Like Holmes and Watson. Let's go. When he was speaking to me before, he simply said, Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. Smarts. He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he? Maybe, but any help you can give me would be greatly appreciated, Kazuma. Well, my first piece of advice is, rein in that crazy look of bewilderment and control the cold sweats. Who's splashing me? Tony! No! No! No splashing me! That's evil. Only if you rein in that crazy headband and control the cold stares first. Thank you! That fucking headband's out of control, man! You're a menace, Tone, a menace! Wah, wah, wah. Oh. Witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please. Okay, so this guy is Hosonaga? Of course. My name is Satoru Hosonaga. I'm the head waiter at a Western-style restaurant called La Carnival. La Carnival! Let's go! Oh, Jesus Christ, sir, you're bleeding from your mouth. Are you okay? Him. Are you alright? You seem to be coughing up some, Oh my goodness. It is a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me. I mean, it should. You're coughing up blood, sir. That's not healthy. Well, Welcome back from the ads, guys. Well, it really, really should. As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests. This grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants, an Occidental eatery, 3 days ago. They're not used to tourism. Understood. Hosonaga-san, you will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident. At once, sir. And no petty interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please. Oh, aspiring maybe, but aspiring? It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We have few diners at that time of day. The lunchtime rush was over, and there were only 3 tables still occupied. That fits in with my memory of it too. There was hardly anyone else in the place. Oh Jesus. Oh no, sir, you're bleeding again. It was when I was in the kitchen, putting away crockery and cutlery. Oh shit. A gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what had happened. I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair. And standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student. Bitch, I didn't have a gun!
Yes!
Hold on. Let me just clarify something here. While I did pick up a gun that I found lying on the floor beside the professor, I didn't shoot him.
Objection!
Oh God. I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness's report of what he saw, you amateur. But the next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you'll be penalized, defended Naruhodo. Don't worry, Yunosuke. You'll have your chance to fight back. For now, we must just quietly listen to the witness. Ugh. If I may confirm one point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in court today. Oh, cough. Oh, Jesus. Yes, without question. I see. And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim? Oh, he wipes his mouth now. Okay. No. There was no one else around that table but the deceased Englishman and the university student. Huh? Wait, what did he just say? There was no one else around that table? What's the matter, Inosuke? That's just not right. When I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello, there was a woman sitting opposite him at his table. Really? And that's not something the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do? No, I'm gonna wait and see. I desperately want to say something, but I was told not to interject. Rinosuke, if your parents tell you to study, you're the kind of man who would diligently get to work, aren't you? I suppose I am. I'd never have gone into Yume University otherwise. You can't just always follow the rules in life, you know. If you don't say what you want to say right now, you'll seriously regret it when you're found guilty. Alright, you've scared me. I won't forget that piece of advice in a hurry. There is something I want to say. I'm just going to shut my eyes and say it.
Yes!
Just a moment, please. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table.
Attention!
Dear me, dear me. What are we going to do with you? With your blatant disregard for court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Could it be that the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer after all? But I'm sure of what I saw. Hosonaga-san, is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy? No. The deceased gentleman came to dine alone. I don't believe it. Oh, coughing up blood again. That is a health hazard, sir. I actually have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day. Please have a look if you'd like to. So he came out the door. Let me see. A sketch of the establishment's layout, drawn by yourself, I presume. That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. Hello, Nicole! How you doing, sweetie? However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone. Well, you're clearly a very conscientious waiter. The fucking waiter did it. Thank you, sir. The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence. Oh, well... Is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once. Of course. Here you are. He's fucking lying, bitch! What was that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now. Something certainly seems to have shaken him. Oh, Jesus. He's hacking up a lung. The waiter's business card spent at the court record. Oh, bro, dude, are you okay? So, oh, little hand gestures out. The court has now heard a precis of the case. I'm gonna look at this court record for a minute. I want to look at this. Magnifying glass. Kitchen. Entrance. Oh, I can zoom in on things. Okay, is there anything sus in here? Doesn't look too suspicious. Interesting. Okay. Soon. Yes. At the moment the gunshot was heard in the restaurant. The only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. Fucking lies. It would seem we are looking at a black and white case here. Defendant Naruhodo. Yes, Your Excellency. If you admit your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you. In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment. I I called this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court. But I must warn the defence if you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial. The prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of the crime. What do you think I should do, Kazuma? What do you mean? What pudding, Nicole? We've lost our pudding. There's no pudding. It was taken. Well, I'm going to be found guilty one way or another, it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence? I'll take that as a no. Everyone keeps telling me that this trial is unusual about these peculiarities. You've said it. Professor Mikotobo said it. And so has the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this. He's just giving me the death stare, man. As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw that trust back in my face? Is that it? What? If the accused is in fact innocent, then a defence lawyer is duty-bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you going to give up on yourself? Probably not. No, when you put it like that. The battle hasn't even begun yet, Ryunosuke. Jesus. The defence pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. Then we'll just see how decisive this evidence really is. Indeed. Prosecutor Aochi, please continue with proceedings. Huh. Well, you were warned. There isn't a pudding on my head, Nicole. That's why we have no idea where it's gone. Stop making up lies about the pudding. There is no pudding on my head. The young can be reckless. You know, many call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to be. In a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever. The prosecution calls its next witnesses. Very well, officer. Bring forth the witnesses at once. Okay. Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations for the court. Yes, sir. The Great Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant, Iyasa Nosa, reporting for duty, sir. Myself, I find employ as a purveyor of fine articles of antiquity from the efflorescence of our nation, Nippon, and conduct my trade from Rasate, a humble premises in the 2nd District. Curio Korekuta, at your service. Here's a monocle. An antique dealer and a soldier. What an unusual pairing. Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question. They must be the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned. Myself, I habitually take tea of the most exquisite aroma at the establishment in question, always post-noon. And not infrequently converse with interested parties regarding the curious with which I make my business. I can't understand a word that old man is saying. I can't. He's an antique dealer. Sounds like he's a regular at the carnival. He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them. He obviously targets Le Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele. Right, I see. Although, to be honest, that sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer. Now, you both witnessed the precise moment of this most atrocious incident. Is that correct? Affirmative. The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war, sir. It was that black uniformed rogue infantryman over there who unloaded his firearm, sir. Why does that sound like a baby? This man's as impossible to understand as the other. But I'm almost sure I heard a strange noise during that last thing he said. I did too! So this is the decisive evidence the prosecution was threatening. The soldier is claiming that he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead. Yes. Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable? If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start. Now the court will hear your formal testimony, please. You will state everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred. Sir, yes, sir. Standing by, ready to report, sir. Is there a baby on this man's back? Unsavoury memories of the most acerbic afternoon. What the witnesses saw. I was investigating a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant. I was ingesting, a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man. Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman. At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. There is a baby crying in this courtroom. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back the cowardly little weasel. I was on my hands and knees investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio. Interesting. Well, so you, Sergeant Nosa, actually witnessed the vital moment. My guess is the baby on the guy's back shot the guy. I have no idea, maybe. You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. That wicked university cadet, sir. The cruel and unforgivable enemy. Where's he got a knife from? This little old guy just keeps bringing out new artifacts. I'm like, what the fuck, man? What times we live in when an English gentleman may be assailed in the broad light of day. Put the knife away, sir. You're in court. This is ridiculous. I didn't shoot anyone. Is that really true, Ryonosuke? Yes. All I did was pick up the gun that I saw lying on the floor. After I'd said hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee. Then, when I'd finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant. When I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting. I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it. So I bent down, and just as I was picking it up... Oh, there was another gun. Well, if that's the truth, there was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue as to who that criminal was. There is? Ryunosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witnesses. Cross-examine? Do it now. As we have heard, Your Excellency, there's no room for doubt in the testimony of these witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. It's time to bring this despicable student to justice. Certainly, the testimony the court has just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt. Therefore, it's my grave duty to declare the verdict of this... Oh, shit. Puts his hand up in the air. What in the name of the Emperor is the meaning of this outburst? The defense demands its right to a cross-examination. Dear me, dear me. Let me guess. The Hachimaki headband boy next door told me to do it. How pathetic. Huh? How do you know? The prosecution objects. This is a clear waste of time. The defendant obviously has no experience. How can he possibly carry out a cross-examination?
Objection!
The defense is asserting its right to a cross-examination. Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant. Kazuma's so commanding. It's the magic headband, I swear. Very well. Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witnesses. Alright, this is where the battle really begins, Ryunosuke. But I don't know what I have to do in a cross-examination. Isn't it obvious? You have to expose the lies in the witnesses' statements. How? You didn't fire the gun, which means that what that soldier said has to be a lie. Well, yes, but it's just a case of proving it, and the key to doing that is evidence. Right, evidence. All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying. Now let's go, Ryunosuke. Don't let them beat you. Alright then. It's all or nothing, that little hand slap. It's very, light-handed. Okay. I want to check the court record, see what I have. Death occurred little after 2, caused by a loss of blood from the gunshot to the chest. The bullet didn't pass through his body. Photographic evidence. Let's have a look. Steak that was left untouched. Photo. Some wine. I don't see anything out of the ordinary there. Head waiter's business card. Sketch of the restaurant layout is on the back. Okay, let's look at people. Head waiter of the European style restaurant Le Carnival, serving there the day of the incident. Army sergeant of the Empire of Japan who witnessed the incident. The owner of Rasate, the antique shop. He's a witness. Oh, that's not giving me a lot to go by, is it? Okay. I was ingesting a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant, having a tactical discussion with the old man. Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particular fine golden curio to the military gentleman. Okay. Precise moment a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes.
Yes!
Alright. So you're saying that you actually saw me at that time? Affirmative. I saw you. Laughing, cackling like a madman as you trained the barrel of your gun on the English civilian. But that's impossible. I only... Allow me to confirm just one point, please. What's that, Private? Thinking carefully about the statement you just made, it seems to me that it must have been just after you heard the gunshot that you looked over to the victim's table. And so what if it was? Well, if that really is the case, it would mean that you didn't in fact see the precise moment when the killer actually fired the gun. Oh god, he's broken. Ah. And double my sixth sense. Sorry? My sixth sense of danger. I picked up the waves of murderous energy radiating from your foul mind. That is not a fucking excuse. Which means, a split second before you pulled the trigger, I was looking right at you, cadet. Surely that's not really possible, is it? Do you think I'd have got where I am today in the army if I couldn't sense danger in the air, son? Well, it would seem this soldier is absolutely convinced that he saw you do the deed. This is not good. Okay. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel. Yes. So this black uniformed university cadet, you're saying that was... I've had just about enough of your sauce, cadet. Who else do you see around here in a black uniform, Well, there's someone standing right next to me who fits the description as well, but... It was you, you little weasel. You unloaded the firearm on that man from behind his back, and you call yourself a citizen of the great empire of Nippon. You disgust me. That fucking baby. I want to know when that's coming out. What is it, Ryunosuke? I'm not quite sure. It's something that the sergeant just said, but I can't put my finger on it. Something's playing on my mind. In that case, check back over the details of the evidence you've gathered in the court record. If you find any inconsistency there, what the witness just said, then don't hold back. Shot him from the back. Hang on a minute. Gunshot to the chest. Aha! Okay, okay. Present the evidence to the court, thrust it in the witness's face, and make him choke on it. Okay, that's a nice way to put it. I was on my hands and knees investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious Curio. What have you got to say? Black uniform fired the English civilian, and from the back. Ah, there it is. Okay. Let me get evidence to shove in your fucking face, please. Yes. Put my hand in the air like a good boy. Oh, he's sweating. The little man is just shaking. He's... Oh. The judge is like, oh shit, what's going on? What are you playing at, cadet? What is the meaning of this subordination? Thrusting this wad of papers in my mustache. Inconsistency, sir. I mean, yes. The little hand slaps. There's a clear inconsistency here. He's not like Phoenix, right? He just thumps the table. What nonsense. What can this document possibly tell us that we don't already know? Well, obviously, that, I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out my mouth. I think this proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency, that there is no place for an amateur student here in this grand courtroom. This is so frustrating. That's it. Smack the table. Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. To spell it out would be an insult to the court. Kazuma, what? What are you talking about? It's apparent from a single glance at the post-mortem report presented by the defence that there's a clear discrepancy here with the sergeant's statement. What? Sergeant, yes and no, sir. Yes, sir. What, sir? The statement you just made was this. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. I witnessed the crime with my own military-grade eyes, sir.
Yes!
But no, that just can't be. And why not, cadet? Because... Oh, jeez, get the words out, Ryunosuke. Because... as it clearly stated in the post-mortem report, fatal hemorrhage from pectoral ballistic trauma. No exit wound. Bullet did not pass through the body. The photographic print of the victim clearly shows the same thing. The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest. Ah. Sergeant, according to your witness statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind. And that is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it? There is a baby! Oh, what the... What was that? Something just popped up from behind his back, but he pushed it down again. Certainly, there is a clear discrepancy with the facts here. Would you not agree, Sergeant Nosa? Yes, sir. At this juncture, that would appear to be the indisputable. Until the moment I heard the firearm discharge, my eyes were... There's a baby in... I knew there was a fucking baby! Firmly fixed on the delicious Le Carnival steak, sir. What? The last testimony the court heard has proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. This witness, Sergeant E.S. Anosa, did not see the defendant firing a gun at all. That's absurd. I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom. Oh. Oh, okay. There's been a complete turnabout in the mood of this trial, just from one discrepancy. Dun dun dun. So this is what being an ace attorney is all about. But I definitely saw him. I think the baby's fallen asleep again. That university cadet there, he was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back. He was shot in the chest.
Yes!
But I never fired the gun. All I did was pick it off the floor. And you, old man, you didn't see the moment the victim was shot either? Myself? I've already been quite clear. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor. Too busy on the floor? Sorry, what were you doing? Hunting for treasure. Treasure? Oh, Jesus Christ, sir. Indeed, the Hoei Era Koban, my prized coin. On each occasion when I visit that restaurant, It is my habitude to place in my bosom pocket a particular trinket of interest from my shop, Rassate, in the hope of meeting a rich diner who might like to buy it from you. On the day under scrutiny, it was to the military man that I proffered my Hoey treasure. Believe that he would purchase such a rare find, I did not, but I was presented with little alternative. And then, after averting my eyes for the briefest of moments, it was there no more, it simply vanished. The Koban vanished? Hunting around under the table, I was in case mayhap it had fallen there. And then it happened. You heard the gunshot, you mean? Indeed I did, but I heeded it not, for I was concerned only with finding my absconded Hoey treasure. Nothing could distract me. Out of interest, did you find the coin in the end? No. I see. That lamentable day, the precious Hoey Koban was lost to me. No doubt some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prize coin for himself. As I'm sure everyone present is aware, this case demands a swift and decisive resolution. Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon. Nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has just heard was inconclusive. Who'd fucking tell him? No matter how subservient our government feels it must be to the British, it would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now. What's your position, Prosecutor Aochi? Worry not, Your Excellency. The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back. My witnesses have further testimony to make. Explain. Upon hearing their next statements, it will become abundantly clear that there is only one person who could possibly have committed this despicable crime. The equally despicable defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. What? He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he? Very well. The court invites the witness to testify again. You will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's allegation. Is that clear? As clear as Kiriko glass, Your Excellency. Yes, sir. At once, sir. Awaiting signal to testify, sir. Excuse me, but there's something or someone peeking out over your shoulder, I think. Affirmative. The newest member of the Nosa family to rise up through the ranks, sir. Name? Ido. It would seem those straps are a sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny. Ido teen shut! Your father's about to quell the enemy. Watch and learn, my boy. Right. The true culprit. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing. Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man he was, that young lad in black. That much I myself did see. Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present. Indeed, alone he was, the Englishman, dining all by himself. Therefore, no one other than the black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out. Surely that's not right. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wait. That's nonsense. The victim, Dr. Wilson, wasn't alone at all. Please, enough of these outbursts already. But there was a young woman at his table. You must have seen her. Everyone there must have seen her. Oh my God. If you call yourself a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of the court and speak accordingly. We are not here to listen to your fantasies. Thanks, Tone. I'll see you later. Ugh. It is evident beyond all reasonable doubt that the victim was alone at the time of the incident. The prosecution has photographic evidence of the fact. Is this a photographic print of the scene of the crime, counsel? Okay. Indeed, of the table at which the victim was dining, taken by an investigator immediately after the incident. As can plainly be seen, there is one place set. Certainly based on the appearance of the print, it would be reasonable to conclude that the victim was not in the company of anyone else. This doesn't make any sense. The court will add the new photographic evidence to the record. Photographic print of the crime has been entered to the court record. I don't understand. Did somebody turn his chair then? Because how did he shoot him? I'm very confused. There's a bite of the steak. Flowers. Nothing to indicate another person. It's well made. Even I'm confused. What's going on here? It's just not possible that nobody else saw that woman. The waiter before said the same thing. He maintains that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone as well. But that's not true. I saw her. I swear that I saw a woman with him. It would seem that we'll be able to telegraph the report to Great Britain on time after all. The witness testimonies we've just heard leave no further room for doubt. These are very sensitive political times, as we all know. The ink is still fresh on the treaty with Great Britain. To think that I, Takatsuchi Aochi, will have contributed to the amity of these two great empires is an honor. Jerk. How can this be happening? The judge is ready to rule. Stand tall, Ryunosuke. It's not over yet. What? If what you say is true, there's something going on here behind the scenes. And now is your chance to expose it, to draw out the truth in your cross-examination. I don't know, Kazuma. The defense is entitled to cross-examine the witnesses, but make it quick, understood? Rules can be so unbending at times. Ugh. Okay. Even if what I saw was the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing. Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man he was, that young lad in black. That much I did see. Do you know what my favourite comedy horror movie is? No, I don't know. Wow. One time you didn't scare me. I didn't, you know, I should expect it at this point from you. Yes. I'll press you on that. Yes, it may be true that I was holding the gun at the point in time. But I've told you already, that's only because I picked it up off the floor. Well, obviously, as the culprit, that's the only way you could explain it away. I just finished drinking my coffee and was about to leave the restaurant when I noticed a gun on the floor at Dr. Wilson's feet, so I picked it up. And at exactly that moment, it's a bang. A gunshot rang in my ears. Full of events beyond our control, life is. Sorry, what do you mean? In your case, you found a pistol on the floor and picked it up, which precipitated this testing predicament. Whereas conversely, I failed to pick up a Koban from the floor and find myself in an equally testing predicament as a result. Anyway, the fact remains. Myself, I did see you, with pistol in hand, standing over the foreigner. Furthermore, a visual search of the premises that I'm confirmed with the only personnel present.
Yes!
No, we weren't. You must have noticed someone else at Dr. Wilson's table. There was a lady there.
Objection!
As you have been at pains to point out time and again, I feel I'm growing a callus in my ear. And yet, no one else appears to have caught even a glimpse of this woman. If only there'd be more people dining there at the time, then someone else would have noticed her. Unfortunately, it was already past 2 PM when it happened. The quiet time between lunch and dinner in any restaurant. I know, of course the place was almost empty. It's what you'd expect. Certainly, 2 PM is neither here nor there in terms of a time to eat. I wonder if there was a reason why the victim was eating at that time of day, and why he was alone. Yes, Your Excellency, there was indeed a reason. There was. This was found in the victim's jacket pocket. What's that, Counsel? It is a medical report card, Your Excellency. It would seem that the victim had an appointment at a clinic prior to visiting the restaurant. Why you splash me, Xenos? No! Hota Clinic. Yes, there would indeed appear to be an entry for the date in question. 19th of November, noon to past 1 PM. The very day of the incident. So the victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. The explanation couldn't be more simple. The prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence before, as it really has no bearing on the case. Ah, okay. I wonder. What do you think, Ryunosuke? Well, it's hard to see how it could be related, really. Remember, you can request for it to be entered into the court record as evidence if you think it could be useful. Should I ask for Dr. Yes, put it all in.
Yes!
Puts his hand up in the air. If I may ask, I'd like to ask for the medical report card to be submitted to evidence, Your Excellency. On what grounds? The court's already heard conclusive witness testimony. Additional evidence would be extraneous. Not to mention that the victim's movements prior to his arrival at the restaurant are of no concern.
Objection!
Oh. Whether or not they are a concern is up to us to decide. We have a right to explore all possible avenues. I beg your pardon? You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request for the submission of evidence. Very well. The court will grant the defense's request. Hey yo!
もうバカバカバカそんなことするなんて知らない
Hello, Nex. Hi, Raiders. How are you today? Welcome on in, guys. How are you doing today? God Cat Raid, Prophet Maid, hello! Oh my goodness, I feel very honored that you have dropped by with your community. My darlings, please go give Nex a follow. They're absolutely a sweet little bean. You're playing Paragon. How was it? I'm glad, Jariki, that you were doing well.
Mother, I crave violence.
Oh, thank you so much for the follow, darling. But welcome on in, Raiders. We are in a dilemma of our own. My pudding has been taken, and we can't seem to find my pudding as well.
Mother.
Oh, thank you
Mother,
for the follow,
violence.
Foxy. That's so sweet. It's alright, relaxing games after some chaos in Lethal Company. I'm so glad you had time to relax. I've heard Lethal Company can be crazy. I know, my pudding has been missing for, like, I don't even know. And it's one of my favourite puddings. We can't find it anywhere. But for those who have yet to get to know me, my name is Nozami. I am a Dragon VTuber who happens to also be Welsh. So, Croiso, welcome on into my stream. I'm a variety streamer, and I sometimes swear like a sailor, so there's that. But yeah, we are on the case of the missing pudding and giving Apollo Ace Attorney Chronicles a go. If I vanish randomly, I have Peach Margarita for tonight. Oh my goodness, that sounds so nice, Foxy. You'll have to let me know how it tastes. But thank you guys for the follows, and thank you so much Nex for the raid. If you guys need to do any post-raid care, like sleep, eat, or anything like that, don't worry, I will not keep you. But if you want, you can relax with me as we get to know this game and things like that, and hopefully prove that we haven't killed anyone. Yeah. Alright. So we've just got some new evidence in. And this is Auchi. This is the prosecutor we are going up against because we're being framed for murder. Ain't that fun? And yeah, I also have a demonic teacup I hold. He's called Calamity. He sees all. Objection. What's your objection, Foxy? Okay, so why have I looked at that? I don't know. Okay. Youngsters these days are forever asserting their rights. It's a most disturbing trend. Oh. Officer, kindly add the victim's medical report card to the court record. It's getting cold and I don't want it to do. I object that. I can agree to that. I'm sick of the continuous rain we've got right now. We're getting hit by storms and some parts of the UK are being flooded. So, yeah, not happy with Mother Nature right now. The victim's medical report card has been entered into the court record. How kind. What we need right now is new clues. Oh, this is Kazuma. He has a, like, his headband likes to roll in the wind. But there's no wind, so we're like, what's going on? We have to explore things from every possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first. I'm still baffled they've let this man carry a katana into the courtroom. Right, I hear you. You can conspire to prolong this trial as much as you like, but it's the day after the festival already for you. Oh, he's so smug, I don't like him. Or perhaps you'd forgotten that these witness testimonies leave no room for doubt. They got the Ryu powers. They do! They so do. Feel free to reiterate for the accused Korakuta-san. Live in the Appalachia. My neck of the woods is kind of like Fallout 76 or Red Dead. Mother Nature's moody here lately, freezing at night and sweaty in the day. Oh no! I don't like when it's too hot. I like just like cool autumn weather, not too hot, not too cold, and I like crunchy leaves. Indeed, alone he was, the Englishman, dining all by himself. I want to look at... Why was he alone? Okay. No one other than the black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman. I will press you on that. Paul with my coffee. It's like, yes! For me, it's tea. I'm obsessed with tea. I'm yelling at him. Why aren't you telling the truth? What did you say, Cadet? I clearly remember. Okay, so there was a woman sitting across the table from the professor. And everyone keeps saying they've not seen this woman. Where did I put my pop? There it is. Fill up my pop. Gotta stay hydrated, everybody. Perhaps one of you might not have noticed. Oh yes, and the sergeant man, he has a baby. I'm being framed of like shooting an English professor apparently, when all I did was apparently pick up the phone. But I quit smoking after 40 years, replaced nicotine with caffeine. I can't have too much caffeine because of migraine, so everything I have is like decaf. I did have some of I had like a fruity strawberry boba tea today. I got a nice fruit boba tea kit for Christmas, so like I had some of that before a stream, and they were tasty. I usually like the milk tea with the tapioca pills. It was my first time having a fruit one, and they like pop in your mouth, and I was like, oh, okay. But for both of you to have failed to see the professor's dining companion, it's just not possible. Oh. Unfortunately for you, Defendant Naruhodo, it's not just a case of these two witnesses alone. Sorry? The waiter, whose testimony the court heard earlier, clearly stated the same thing. He also said that the victim was alone. That's right. Precisely, in other words, you're the sole proponent of this phantom lady. Oh my god. It is. It was really nice. It was like a strawberry like flavored syrup that went in the tea, and the little like boba balls were cherry flavored, so they were really nice. If such a woman were indeed present at the scene, the prosecution demands to see proof. Right. Do I have anything in the court record? What was on this? Medical report card from Hota Clinic. Okay. Bottle of carbonated water and a steak lunch. Okay. Nothing's giving it away, which really frustrates me. They're not giving me much for this case right now, and it's my first one. Right. And if no such proof exists, the prosecution demands that no further mention of this phantom woman be made. It is a blatant waste of the court's time. There's nothing I can say to that. Oh, we are going into an ad break. So let me put my little message up for you guys. Here we go. Alright. Kazuma, you're supposed to help me, broski. Oh god, is that his laugh? Oh god, that's creepy. Wah wah. Excellent work, Ryunosuke. We've gleaned some new information now. We have? What information? I'm so fucking lost today. Well, yes, but I don't feel like it changes much. I can't see that it brings any real discrepancies to light. I wouldn't be so sure. Let me see that medical report card you got before. Oh, you mean this? Yum yum. Yes, this is a brand new piece of evidence. So perhaps we should examine it in a little more detail. How exactly? Do I get a magnifying glass? Then they tell me how to properly use it? Okay. You'll notice that some pieces of evidence bear a magnifying glass. These are the ones you may examine. Press space and you can take a closer look at the piece in question. Use the directions. Oh my god, I can rotate shit! To rotate the evidence in all directions and examine it from all angles. Now I'll get more info. Jeez. By using WASD, Okay. We can move around. Move the crosshairs around to hunt for clues. Where was this before when the guy gave me his business card, yo? Don't believe it. If the crosshair starts to pulsate, press space to investigate further. Oh, at least it makes it easy for me. I'm a good detective, I swear. I just can't find my pudding. So, partner, I think you should take a closer look at this medical report card. See if there isn't something new to be learnt by examining it in more detail. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Okay. I want to see if I can examine this one first. Are you going to let me examine it? Oh, okay. Okay, this one can't be zoomed in. Right. You not let me examine it yet. Oh, now I gotta do it. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. I have to inspect evidence. Alright. Oh, that's suspicious. Okay. What are these? Let's have a look. Some kind of medical history. And there's an entry for the day the professor was killed. Extraction of molar with topical anesthesia. So he had a tooth out, so how could he eat a steak? Extraction of molar, you mean he had a tooth taken out? It seems so. Just before the incident, he'd had a bad tooth removed. Perhaps they used laughing gas. That's the most modern practice in the West for pain relief. Yes, I've heard of this anesthesia. Although it's hard to believe there's anything that can actually stop you feeling pain. Ah, there's a cautionary note from the medical practitioner as well. Strictly no food or drink besides water for 3 hours post-procedure until anaesthetic effects have passed. Really? Sounds like information worth bearing in mind. The medical report card's information has been updated. Record of dental work. On the day of the murder, the victim had undergone dental treatment and been prohibited from eating or drinking anything but water. With this new information, we're unstoppable! The meaning of that one particular statement totally changes. So I think it's time we listen to the testimony again, don't you? Definitely. Let's go! Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing. Pointing his gun at the foreign man he was, that young lad in black, that much I did see myself I did see. Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present. Indeed, alone he was, the Englishman, dining all by himself. Where is this? Okay.
Yes!
Hopefully I got it in the right spot. He raises his hand. I love it every time he does that. I think, About what are you wittering, lad? Call yourself a lawyer? I wish I could, but first and foremost here, I'm the accused. Runosuke. Everyone stumbles on their words occasionally. Under the circumstances, I wouldn't worry about it. Thanks, Kazuma. I could see it quite clearly in that cross-examination you just carried out. When you raised your hand straight up like that, so purposefully. You knew exactly what it was you wanted to say. I did. That's why I raised my hand. Like a good boy. I'm a good bean. Don't feel like you have to choose your words carefully. Just say what you're thinking. Okay. Alright. Thanks for the advice. Oh, deep breathing. Korakuta-san, this is a medical report card belonging to the victim. Ah, I see. And? I don't see. What of it, boy? Comparing what is written on this report card with your witness statement. Little hand slaps. Something clearly doesn't add up. Oh god, this guy again. Dear me, dear me. Have you forgotten my words so soon, you amateur? Sorry, what? You are not to interrupt court proceedings with your amateurish drivel. But let's see if I can explain in words you might understand. It was after 2 p.m. in the afternoon when the victim was murdered at the restaurant. Whatever he may or may not have done before that time is completely irrelevant. But that's, remember, Inosuke, bless you. Oh god, you sneezed on me. Ew. Oh, gross. Oh, it got on my hand. How? Oh, gross. From across the room. Projectile sneeze. My partner's evil. It wasn't deserved. You're mean, babe. Remember, Inosuke, you don't have to use clever language or fancy words. Just make your point. Your Excellency, I believe we're finished here. There is surely no need to prolong this trial further. The witness testimonies the court has heard have been clear and concise. This medical report card has no bearing on the matter at all, for the simple reason that there's no one else besides this pale-faced pupil. Oh, damn. He finally did a hard stomp on the table. This medical report card has nothing to do with the case. Do you really believe that? Well, that outburst petrified me, boy. Of course I believe it. How could it possibly be relevant? Perhaps because Hota Clinic, which issued the report card, is a dental clinic. A dental clinic? Is that supposed to mean something to me? Perhaps if I told you that the victim had just had a tooth extracted? But what's this now? And furthermore, if I told you that as a result, the victim had been forbidden from eating. Oh my god, the shock! Just what you're trying to say, cadet. He had orders not to eat, so what? It's all written up in here. No food or drink other than water for 3 hours post-procedure while anesthesia wears off. What? No, that can't. Korakuta-san. What, boy? What? As you just heard, when he was killed, sometime shortly after 2 p.m., the victim couldn't have been eating anything at all. No. Additionally, there's more. You have assured the court with unwavering self-confidence that the victim was dining alone. But that cannot possibly be the case. Yes. Because the victim, as we now know, had just had one of his teeth extracted and was still experiencing the effects of the anesthetic. Oh, the sudden outburst. Objection, fuck you. Hi, Chozo. How you doing, sweetie? We're on the case of the missing pudding. It's gone missing. Expertly done, partner. I've been good. How was your Christmas? How was your Christmas and New Year, honey? I missed you. You've been gone for so long. What is this nonsense, you little upstart? These are baseless accusations. Just Just look at this photographic evidence. Right. You can clearly see the plate of food at the victim's table.
Objection!
Oh shit. Use your head. Oh my god, Cosmo's is slightly stupid. Yes! Mostly cleaning and work. Oh, the guy... He is always the scrub prosecutor. I know. Did you have a good Christmas, though? Did you get any nice gifts? I hope it was good. That's the very discrepancy we're talking about. Or can't you follow the logic? How did that guy become a prosecutor? That's all I want to ever know. In different age periods and eras, because this one is obviously set before Phoenix Wright, my guess is. Because it's like Edo, Japan and shit like that. Oh my goodness. House got an HP printer that's pay to print. Oh, that's good. I didn't know people still had printers in their house, except if they work from home. How dare you? I think it's fair to say that the tables in this restaurant case have turned. Yeah, I suppose, yeah, you shouldn't, like, if it's a printer for your house, shouldn't you, like, just print from your computer? Like, and it not cost you anything? Like, the only thing you should be paying for is the paper that goes in it and the ink that goes in it. Like, you shouldn't be having to, like, pay to print anything else, but paying for the paper and the ink. I remember that's what, like, we used to do when my mum had a printer. Wouldn't you agree, Ryunosuke? Yes, most definitely. So, having just undergone some dental surgery, the victim was unable to eat. Which leaves one very crucial conundrum. Who, in fact, was eating the pictured beef steak? They wanted to get an Epson Eco Tank and it was out of stock, but, like, couldn't they order it? You can, like, order them online as well and they'll have them either delivered to store. Trying my best to be grateful, but oh, I mean, when do you see yourself using the printer, Chozo? That's what you want to see of, like, how you're gonna use it and what you're gonna use it for. The court will hear the opinion of the defense on this new puzzle. I assume you're ready, counsel. You could, but then you'd have to, like, double your, like, cost and shit. Yeah. I'd give it, like, a test and stuff, but, like, don't go crazy and stuff, because, again, you said that you have to pay to print on it. Oh, that means me, doesn't it? Oh, scanners are good. Scanner printers are pretty expensive. Alright. The answer to this question is going to be pivotal. This is the start of you turning this trial around. Show them what you're made of. Got it. So, less than €100. Okay, okay. The person eating the steak at the victim's table must have been the victim himself with 2 witnesses. An as yet unknown third party. Well, yes, because he says that there was a woman. Obviously, it could only have been someone else who was sitting at the professor's table. I will punch this man in the face. You will not let this go, will you? There is no such person. Yes. There was, because I saw her. When the incident occurred, we know that the victim couldn't have been eating anything. Yet, we have evidence of a half-eaten steak on his table. Therefore, the only logical conclusion is that there was somebody else there eating it. Oh, he's not happy. I don't understand how this character is, like, the first one that they have, and he's just stupid at his job. Like, come on! We have strong evidence to support our assertion. It's clear that these witness testimonies are unreliable. This scrub boss needs a win, seriously. I do feel bad for him. I think that's the point, though. They make him so he's so bad and obnoxious. So when you get further in the game, they obviously put him out to pasture or retire, as they say, and then bring someone else back into it, you know? But, like, it's so bizarre to me. Like, common sense just eludes some of these people, and I'm like, okay. I've been watching too much Elementary, though, to be honest. So, like, I've been invested in the detective stuff. Ugh. If the court decides to push through a ruling at this stage, we will lodge a formal complaint with the Ministry of Justice and pursue a fair retrial relentlessly. Kazuma. Kazuma's not taking any shit today. Are you insane? You would take on the government? Don't worry, Council. I've no issue with you. What do you mean? I have issue with them. Those two witnesses in the stand. I mean, there's three because of the little baby, but you know. What are you talking about? We have demonstrated with evidence that the victim was not alone. So if it now turns out that the two of you deliberately lied when giving your testimonies, fucking tell them, bro. Obviously, you'll be charged with perjury. Perjury? And since this is a murder trial, you will also be deemed complicit in the killing. Complicit in murder? No! Oh. Negative. He's got a fucking windmill. Run! He's armed. There was no mention of this at the tactical meeting. Oh, so there was a meeting, was there? I was just following orders. Oh, so somebody told you to lie. That's right, as the man says. Just say you never saw the gentlewoman. That's what they, told us. So who told you that, man? Oh. What? What did you just say, Korakuta-san? Oh god, he's got his mask! Oh, no. You were just following orders. Now, hold on, lad. I was, So, say you never saw the gentlewoman? Man just dropped the biggest L of his life. I know, right? Oh, well, somebody must have, like... My guess is the waiter, you haven't seen him yet, he must have told these two guys to stop it. Oh my god, Rock is here! Going in with a snipe clip. Hi, Rock, sweetie. How you doing? We've lost the pudding, Rock. We don't know where it's gone. It's a crime that'll never be solved. How you doing, honey? Ugh. When you say gentlewoman, do you mean... No, it's not on my head, Rock. I checked. We all checked. It's not there. It's lovely to see you, honey. We're playing the Attorny Chronicles. And we had a lovely raid off Nex and his community. I feel very blessed. And Chozo's here. All my favorite beans are here. You saw the victim with a lady from overseas? What? Oh god. What is the meaning of all this? These witnesses gave false statements. Oh, he didn't know. Oh, he didn't know. See, this is why he's bad at his job, Chozo. They don't tell him information and then he looks like an ass after. Is this true, you pair? He's shaking behind his vase. Just one. just one simple slip of the tongue. He's got his windmill. He does get clowned on. Order, order, council. Explain what is going on here. I would stop getting up in the morning. I know. I can just imagine him retiring after. And he's like, I'm done with this shit. No! I'm literally surprised this man has not had a heart attack or a stroke in the courtroom at this point. The amount of times he's been so aghast with information and just shocked. I'd be like, I'm sorry, sir. You've not had a bad heart, man. He needs compensation, I swear. You know, bad guys doing him in. Witnesses lying and keeping information. It's painfully clear now you tried to prevent these witnesses from telling the truth. Absolutely not. The prosecution knows nothing of this. A light hand slap. Then who's behind this? Who tried to make you keep your mouth shut? I think it's the waiter. The one who I assume has TB or something, who's coughing up blood. Oh, the baby's yanking his mustache. It is. I know, it's not even his fault. His hair loss is a sign. I know. Well, that's classified. Well, it's not because you're in court. So you're prepared to be tried as a conspirator to this murder, are you? You wouldn't. This can't be happening. Well, of course it would, because that's what's happening, bro. He said he didn't know with his full chest. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him. He's doing well. Ryunosuke, judging from the way they're reacting to this, I'd say they were sworn to silence by someone with considerable influence. The fucking waiter, I knew it. However, I don't believe Aoichi had any idea of it. What's she saying? I mean, to wield that kind of influence, there are only a handful of possibilities. It could only have been the government, the military, or the police, I suppose. Who the fuck's framing me for murder? True people who pull the strings, service workers. Praise be the service workers. Any ideas about who might be behind this? If we can affirm who tried to silence these witnesses, then we can continue our pursuit. We need to name whoever it is that tried to make the witness keep their mouth shut. Of course, we'll need evidence before we make any firm accusations. Can I examine? I want to know if I can examine, like, spin this around. Chief Inspector Satoru Hosonaga. Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau. Oh, at least I know what evidence I need to search for. I knew it. Look at me, smart bean. Evidence that proves whoever it was really did wield his or her power here. I knew it was the waiter. I fucking knew it. But how? How can we possibly... Remember how we made progress before? Yes! We examined this piece of evidence in more detail and found a new clue as a result. Oh yes, that's right. That's not the only piece of evidence we have, is it? We need to re-examine everything, make sure there's nothing we've missed. There's no time to lose. Woohoo! I want answers. Right, well, I need to find answers. I'm going to at least examine stuff I can, so that's good. Right. This one. We need to go around. Well, that's unexpected. What is? Look, do you see? It says the witness's name here. Satoru Hosonaga. Well, yes, business cards do tend to show the person's name. That's sort of the point. It's not the name that's unexpected, it's his job title. His job? Oh! Chief Inspector Satoru Hosonaga, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau. Why are the police trying to take out an English professor? Inspector, what on earth? I have no idea. But let's face it, the police have a lot of power and influence. If they're wielding it somehow here... The waiter's business card information has been updated in the courtroom. Okay. Let me look at the rest of this. Can I check? Can I turn these around? No, just magnifying glass on those. Okay. I want answers. If it's proven that these witnesses have been manipulated, I assure you the penalty will be severe. Please, wait. Your Excellency, I had no idea about any of this. I swear to every Shinto god. I knew nothing. And what does the defense have to say about all this, Well, Your Excellency, no time to think. I'm just gonna have to close my eyes and shout the first name that comes to my head. Oh. Besides the prosecution, the only person with the necessary influence to manipulate the witnesses is Sotaru Hosanaga. Yes. Eat shit, sir. Well, surely that would be Sotaru Hosanaga-san. Hosanaga-san, the waiter who took the stand earlier? Oh, God's sake. Poppycock! Oh, I haven't heard that in so long. It makes me laugh every time. The only person was Leon. Oh my God. What possible reason would the waiter have to make these witnesses give false testimony? Because he's a cop. He's a bad policeman. Not to mention the fact that even a head waiter could not possibly have that level of influence. For once, I would agree with you. If that is, the man truly were... If the man truly were a waiter. What? If he truly were? Come on, Ryunosuke. Time to hit the court with the truth. The truth about Sotaru Hosanaga-san's real identity as proven by this evidence. Yes. The plan of the restaurant sketched by the man in question. I agree it shows a great deal of attention to detail, but I'm not sure we can conclude anything. Sorry, Your Excellency. That's the back of the card. It's the back of the card that's of interest. I beg your pardon. Or perhaps I should have said the front. Yes, it's the front of the back of the card. That's where the telling detail is. I beg your pardon is correct. Oh, he's shocked. Would somebody please explain what this overexcited student is trying to say? Osanaga-san sketched the plan of the restaurant on the reverse side of his business card. The front of that business card reveals the man in question's profession, his true profession. The waiter's profession, but that's surely... Good gracious! That's right, Your Excellency. The card reads Chief Inspector Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau. What? The waiter is a police detective? I haven't heard any mention of this before. Why haven't I heard any mention of this before? Oh, he's just getting murked over here, man. The Imperial Police Bureau has immense power. Absolute power as far as regular civilians are concerned. So witnesses there in the stand... Was it, in fact, the waiter who gave you your orders? Hello, Halo! We've lost the pudding. We don't know where it's gone, Halo. It's a great crime and tragedy. We'll never find it. Was it he who told you not to mention that you'd seen this foreign gentlewoman at the scene? Thank you, Halo. You do a great service to this dragon. Thank you. Shall search, ma'am. Yes. Well. Oh. Oh, God. The waiter's back. Inspector Hosanaga. I was worried something like this may happen. The moment you asked me to submit my sketch as evidence, I realized it was a possibility. The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence. Oh, well. Is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once. Of course. Here you are. Yes, I remember now. He did act strangely when the judge asked him to hand over his business card. I strive to carry out all investigations flawlessly. It's my guiding principle. But I let myself be distracted when I made that sketch. It was an unusually careless mistake. So, you mean to say you really are a detective? Why would a detective be working as a restaurant waiter? Of course, your salary must be terrible. I was working undercover. Right, okay. Undercover? Yes, there have been a series of incidents at the restaurant recently. In order to investigate, I decided to get a job there as a waiter, working undercover. Incidents at the restaurant? What kind of incidents? Suspense! That would be classified police information, which I am not at liberty to divulge. However, I can state categorically that they are unrelated to this case of homicide. Very well then, Inspector Hosanaga, but you will elaborate on one point for the court. Of course, Your Excellency. We have just heard new information from the two witnesses beside you. That at the time of the shooting, there was in fact another person present at the victim's table. If that is indeed true, clearly you would also have been aware of this person's presence, having served at the table in question. However, your testimony did not allude to this other diner. Therefore, I'm led to assume that in your professional capacity as a police officer, you require these witnesses to be in agreement. Would that be correct? At least this judge has got more, like, sense on him. Oh, sir, you're bleeding again. I think his illness is acting up. Correct, Your Excellency. Unbelievable. As I suspected. That's right, wipe your mouth, sir. Oh, shit. As soon as I heard the gunshot, I ran out of the kitchen to see what had happened. The victim sat slumped in his chair, and beside him, gun in hand, stood the accused student. Sitting opposite the victim at the same table was a young lady, whom I guessed to be an Englishwoman. So the truth comes out. I immediately sealed off the restaurant and reported the incident to the Bureau. It was then that I received some special orders. Special orders? You mean to say, remove the Englishwoman from the scene at once. Have I been set up here? Come on! It was made clear that the Englishwoman's presence at the restaurant was to be concealed. Those were my orders. But what if this Englishwoman was the killer? I think it would be in everyone's best interest not to pursue that idea. The Empire views the friendly terms of its relationship with Britain more highly than anything at the moment. An Englishman has been murdered on our soil. to name an English woman as the primary suspect. I'm being framed. What the fuck? Well, without irrefutable evidence, that would be completely out of the question. So that's the reason for the disappearance of the Phantom Woman in this case. But it's not right. Who the fuck shot her then? I need answers, man. Because I didn't do it. Okay. One possibility does spring to mind. What do you mean, Kazuma? It was the one who stole the jelly. Rock and I are on it. Thank you. It's a nice custard pudding. It's super yummy. Yume University is currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain. And I'm fairly certain that one of them, studying in the medical faculty's research laboratory, is a young English woman. What? You're a shrewd man. I can see why you're the chosen candidate for the overseas study tour. You mean, when I removed the woman from the scene of the crime, I thought it prudent to check her identity first. Then the court demands that you name the lady in question at once, Inspector. The English woman sitting at the university professor's table was a certain Miss Giselle Brett. She is indeed a foreign student studying in the research laboratory of Yume University's medical faculty. What is happening here? I know, right? I'm super confused too. I admit that under orders from the police bureau, I erased all evidence of this lady's presence at the scene, and ordered these witnesses to make no mention of her in their testimonies. Oh my god. It must now be up to your excellency to decide how to deal with this situation. I'm being duped here. Very well. My thoughts on the matter are as follows. Thus far, the case presented to the court has been underpinned by a particularly critical premise. Namely, that the victim was dining alone. However, as we have now discovered that this premise is false, it would be a discretion to our justice system to ignore the truth and give a ruling at this point. Really? But, Your Excellency, that would mean missing the noon deadline of a ruling in order to send a telegraphic report to Great Britain. Our own government will surely be very displeased by such actions. Hey, I'm not going down for something I didn't do. Calm yourself, Counsel. I will not allow the government of our country or any other to influence the proceedings of my courtroom. This is a good judge. Let's go! Ugh. Inspector Hosanaga. Yes, sir. You will locate this Giselle Brett and escort her to the courtroom with the utmost urgency. At once, Your Excellency. But that means you'll be going against the special orders you were given from the police bureau. As I said before, it is my guiding principle to carry out all investigations flawlessly. So it won't be a problem? Oh dear, sir. Your problem, you're bleeding again, sir. Nothing will get in my way. Oh, sir, wipe your face, please. Court will adjourn briefly. The prosecution must call the English student Giselle Brett to the witness stand. Do I make myself clear? Yes. Your Excellency. Good. Then we will have a 30-minute recess before reconvening. Smash it with a hammer. To be continued. Hell yeah. Darn. Yeah, we will save our progress. Episode 1. There we go. Save complete. I think that's a good place to wrap it up as well. So we can finish that next week. Because I am in need of a bathroom break and a bed. But we're going to go see who we're going to visit, I think, today. Who should we go see today? In my lovely little list of people. I think we're going to go visit Chloe today. Yeah, we'll go visit Chloe today. One of my favorite UK streamers. She is a good bean and we love her very, very much. And she is playing some Lethal Company today. But she is a really fun streamer. I love watching her and I would love to introduce her to you guys. I will be back tomorrow with, I can't keep it a surprise for you, but we're going to be playing some more Strange Horticulture tomorrow. Because I'm obsessed with that game. And obviously on Sunday, I will go back to naming the games we're playing next week. But this is going to be continued next week, guarantee. I'm enjoying it so far, and I want to see us get justice. And so let's pop the raid up, and I have a raid emote now for you guys, so you can use it to go and go and share the love over and stuff like that to people. So definitely copy the emotes. They should be free for even the followers to use. But yes, definitely grab the emote for our raid now, because I never usually have a raid message. But thank you, Next, for bringing your community over in a raid today. And thank you, Cara, for the absolute lovely resub. And thank you again for the follows. I hope you guys can join me again tomorrow. For some nice cozy Strange Horticulture on a lovely Saturday evening. I do love you guys, but it's going to be time for me to be going to Bedfordshire. But give Chloe all the love you can, guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you all. Have a great night.